What is going on, everyone? We are back in our Chicago Bears franchise in Madden 17. It is week 1. Our first regular season is here, and I am excited to get into this first game against the Texans. But first, there's a couple things we need to take care of. First off, and the biggest thing I talked about at the end of the last video, that I was trying to work a trade to upgrade our cornerback position. I have done that. Now, unfortunately, something happened with my recording, so I lost the first couple minutes here. So I'm going to throw the trade that I made up on the screen. I've put it up here in text, and we are going to make a trade with the Dolphins. We're going to pick up Tony Lippett, a 3rd rounder next year, a 5th this year, and we give up Willie Young in a 4th rounder. We had 2 4th rounders, so I give up Willie Young. Now, the reason being is he was the only one that actually ended up having any value with the other team. So what this means is the rookie Leonard Floyd is now thrust into that starting spot, which he played well in the preseason, so I'm okay with that. Willie Young was also one of the older linebackers we had. So the guy we're picking up here, Tony Lippett, I had mentioned in the last episode I was highlighting some players I was looking at, and he blew me away actually how talented he is. 6'3", a huge corner, 88 speed, acceleration, and agility, 78 zone, 73 man, and 68 play recognition. Those are the 2 attributes we're going to work on, but as a 70 overall, very low to me, which probably means his awareness is probably low. And actually, I completely missed the other thing that's key about Tony Lippett. He's got 84 catch. This guy was a wide receiver in college, was drafted by the Dolphins. They've turned him into a corner. It was his first season. It's only his 2nd year in the league. Has really improved, and I think could be a key guy on this team. I'm going to show you where we're going to slot him into the lineup soon, but we have another move to make here. Deontay Thompson, he's out 7 weeks. I decided I'm just going to put him on IR. The emergence of Daniel Braverman means that we really don't need to wait for Deontay Thompson, because all he was going to do is return kicks. Braverman can do that. So instead, I'm going to put him on IR, and I'm going to sign Jarvis Harrison, who's going to provide us with some depth at line. So he'll be the backup right guard. We really needed some help on the offensive line. And then the other thing we're going to do, Tony Lippett is going to be our 3rd cornerback. So he's going to move in front of Tracy Porter. I got Boykin starting on the other side, but he could possibly push Boykin as he continues to improve. I'm going to focus on him in terms of development here in this first season. And now a look at our schedule, and this is something we actually have to pay attention to, because there is a goal we need to set as a coach that will earn us XP. So as we go through this, we have to be aware and kind of think about what teams we might be able to beat. We have a bye week in week 9, perfectly placed in the middle of the season, but honestly, that first half, I only really see a couple teams we could maybe beat. As we head into the second half, we have a pretty tough schedule this year. Titans, maybe a team we could beat. Buccaneers, possibly. The 49ers will be a great chance. The Lions. But looking at this schedule, honestly, I think this is only a 5 or 6 win team this year. Let me know in the comments down below how many games you think we're going to win, as it actually only lets you go as low as 7. So I'm probably just going to set our objective for 7. I'm not entirely sure the ramifications for not meeting your objective. Clearly, you get a lot of XP if you reach it, but I'm not sure if that really hurts you, possibly cause you to get fired if you go way under your objective. So I'm just going to be very conservative. I'm going to set it at 7 wins. I'd be absolutely pumped if we got 7 wins. This team is not good. I mean, we do have some talent here on this team, but we have some big holes that I don't know if we're going to be able to hold up for an entire season. So as we get into our pregame here, we're going to go through the offense. Just missing out here on the gold as I get intercepted on that pass. Kind of assumed the receiver was just going to be open, but we are going to end up picking up a silver for this one. So I've kind of decided with the weekly game plans, because they can be a really big help at earning XP for your team. You earn a decent amount for gold for each player on both sides of the ball. So I've decided that no matter what happens, I'm going to give each of these one shot, one try, and that's it. I'm not going to keep retrying them until I get gold to try and boost the XP, because I have a feeling that maybe if we get too many golds, it might boost the team up a little bit too quick, too fast. So we actually are going to end up with a bronze on the defense side. That one was a tough one. Got a little unlucky in a couple plays. So looking at the results from this, you're going to see still, even with the silver, we get a decent amount of XP for some of those guys. Alshon Jeffrey on offense gets 520 points. Other wide receivers getting 390. Cutler gets 135. And then on defense, the bronze does not earn quite as much, as you see some pretty small margins. Jeremy Langford, Tony Lippett, and Cody Whitehair are going to be the 3 guys we focus on early in the season. They earn themselves some good amount of XP. Cody Whitehair getting 300 in that one. Now, though, it is time to move on to the game. We've done the game plan. We've done all the prep. We've made the trades. We've made the signings. This team is ready. Let's get into this regular season. And here is the quarterback for the Houston Texans, Brock Osweiler. He spurned the Broncos in the offseason, electing to sign with the Texans. So here he is, his first shot with the team. 1st and 10. He's going to hand it off to Lamar Miller, a newcomer from the Dolphins. He's going to lose 3 yards. And here's a look at the starters on offense. The Texans, a pretty okay offensive line. They've got some real skill players, though. DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller are going to be some hard guys to stop, especially with the weaknesses we have at corner. But here we go, 3rd and 10. Osweiler looking for the first down. He's going to find Cecil Shorts, and he is going to end up just short of the first down. Thought he had it there, but he's going to land a yard short, so we are going to force the punt. And here comes Jay Cutler. We're going to see how this guy does this year. He's not necessarily going to have a short rope because we really don't have any other alternatives. Brian Hoyer, not the best option. So what we are going to do is rely heavily on the run game. Jeremy Langford looking very good there on his first carry. Now 2nd and 9 from the 34. It's going to be Cutler throwing, and he is going to find our favorite target, or I'm going to assume our favorite target this year, Alshon Jeffrey. Now we'll look at the defense for the Texans, and this is where they shine. J.J. Watt there at defensive end. The 3-4 defense for them. Brian Cushing, McKinney in the middle. Jadeveon Clowney, is he a bust, or is he going to have a breakout season this year? Jonathan Joseph, Kareem Jackson at corner, good secondary. So all around the Texans, a very good defense. So I feel like we're going to struggle a little bit to move the ball today. 2nd and 12, it's Cutler. He's got a ton of room, and actually I'm just going to take off here, Cutler, and I finally learned how to slide as not the most elegant slide there from Cutler, but still does the job. 1st and 10. Now 3rd and 5 here from the 39-yard line. Cutler looking to keep the drive alive, but he is going to be sacked. And there's J.J. Watt, pretty much untouched in there to Cutler, as that is the sack, and that ends the drive. So the Texans back with the ball here. 1st and 10. Osweiler looking to his left, but he is going to be hit as he tries to throw. He fumbles the ball. It's going to be McPhee picks it up, and he's into the end zone. The Bears with the touchdown. And who would have thought the first score of our season would be with the defense? It looks like Floyd, the rookie, already paying dividends as he gets the forced fumble, and McPhee is there to scoop it up. So 7-0 game. Texans back with the ball now at the 45-yard line. 8 minutes to go in this second quarter as Lamar Miller with the carry. He's got nowhere to go, just 12 yards for him on 9 carries. So the defense doing a good job of shutting down the running game. But here's Osweiler in 3rd and 13. He's going to find Alfred Blue. He tries to make a move, doesn't make the first down, but flag on the play. And it's going to be face mask on the defense. A boneheaded play there. The gift there from Jarrell Freeman, as that will give the Texans 15 yards and a first down. Now 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. It's Osweiler looking to make the Bears pay, and he will. Cecil Shorts with the catch. Makes a little move there to get him a couple extra yards as Osweiler 7 and 9 to start this game. Now 1st and goal from the 14-yard line. It's Osweiler under center, dropping back. He's looking, quick throw. It's going to be DeAndre Hopkins, and a nice run from DeAndre Hopkins. Misses that first tackle, and then is right there into the end zone to tie the game. So 7-7, 5 minutes remaining. Let's see what we can do here, and this is not what we want to do as Jeremy Mincy in for the sack. So 2nd and 16, we're going to go with the pass here, and here is Eddie Royal with a nice reception out to the 49-yard line. Cutler, not bad, 7-9 to start this game. Not a lot of yards, though. 2nd and 10 now, 3 minutes to go in the half. It's going to be Cutler dropping back. We're throwing, and we are going to find Kevin White. This guy technically sort of a rookie. He missed out on his rookie season last year because of injury, but happy to have him out there this year. 1st and 10 now from the 19. It's Cutler throwing it up, and he's looking for White, and he's going to come down with it. That's what I'm talking about. Kevin White making me look good here as an unbelievable catch as he jumps up, grabs that one, and is able to hold on to it as he lands on the Texans defender, Jonathan Joseph, defending the play. But a beautiful catch from White, and we've retaken the lead last minute of the first half now. It's going to be Alfred Blue with the catch. Osweiler and the Texans going no huddle. They got 1 timeout remaining, and this is going to be a pass. It's going to be Lamar Miller. He's going to catch it down the sideline, and he's going to go the distance, and just like that, the game is tied. The lead has disappeared, and it is 14-14 heading into halftime, so you can already see some of the issues we're going to have this year in the secondary and on defense. But here we go. We get the ball first to start the third quarter. It's Kevin White already having a very, very nice first game as he is going to pick up another first down. Cutler 11 of 15, over 100 yards. Now as it's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, play action. Cutler going to throw it again. He is going to find a receiver. It's downfield. It's Miller, the tight end, goes down on the play. Hurt at the end of that one, as we'll get an update on him in a second. But for now, Kari Lee in the game to replace him as it's 1st and 10. The handoff to Jeremy Langford up the middle, but he's got nowhere to go. Only going to pick up a yard on there. So 2nd and 9 now. It's Cutler looking to throw. He's going to find Alshon Jeffrey. He's got the catch, but can't get into the end zone. Down at the 1. And that's not good news at all. A shoulder tear for Zach Miller. So we're going to find out after the game how long he's going to be out. Hopefully that is not a really serious injury. But it's third down now. I'm going to try and go with a quick slant route. But this one, the bad accuracy from Cutler showing here as I try to go with the quick pass. But instead he throws it way behind the receiver. So 1st and 10 now for the Texans as they have it. Lamar Miller with the beautiful move. And look at the grass in front of him. No one is there as a poor defensive play. And Lamar Miller is going to go all the way. A long touchdown run for Lamar Miller. And just like that, the Texans have the lead, 21-17. We have the ball back now. Eddie Royal with the catch, but a flag on the play. And, of course, it's offensive holding. And worst of all, it's Kyle Long, our best lineman. He cannot be having plays like that. So it's now 1st and 20. Play action. Cutler looking as he stands just in front of the goal line. He's going to make a play, and it's going to be to Kevin White as this guy, an impressive first game for Kevin White. Now 1st and 10 for the 32-yard line. It's Cutler throwing again, and he's going to find Eddie Royal. No flag this time as he's out to the 50-yard line. Cutler, and it's a somewhat impressive 20 of 25 in this game. Now 2nd and 13. We're going with the halfback screen. It's Jeremy Langford, and he is going to shake off the first tackle, and he'll pick up the first down, fighting for those yards out to the 37. Nice play there from Langford. Now 2nd and 7. We're going to go with a pitch to Langford, looking for the block on the edge. He's not going to get it, and he's going to go down quickly. Just 45 yards for Langford on 17 carries. He started the game off really well, but kind of taken a step back as we've progressed through this one. But now 3rd and 5. Trying to keep this drive going. Alshon Jeffrey, the key catch there. Now 2nd and goal as we're trying to retake this lead here. Langford again and nowhere to run. Only 1 yard gain on that play. So 3rd and goal. Can we strike here as it's going to be a throw? Cutler to the back of the end zone, but it's just going to be out of the reach. A little bit too far, and we will settle for the field goal. We got to take the points in that situation. So 21-20, and look at Lamar Miller. He has come alive in this second half as he's across the 50, out of bounds at the 44, 134 yards rushing for him now as things not looking good for us. We've got to get a stop. We're not going to do it here. Will Fuller with the reception as Osweiler over 200 yards passing in the game now. But 3rd and 3, here is a key stop that we need to get. I formation, the handoff to Miller, and it's going to be a stop in the backfield. Nice tackle there. We'll call the timeout. So 4th and 4, on for the field goal. No, it's a fake as it's Brandon Whedon with it. He's just going to throw it up. He has an open receiver. It's going to be Fedorowicz, and this looked like he didn't get it, but they actually did give him the first down. I'm not even mad because when's the last time you saw a CPU call a fake field goal in a Madden game? But 3rd and 8, right back at it, and the Texans, they completely wasted that. As we're able to stop the clock, they kicked a field goal, so we're down 4, 35 seconds remaining. We need a drive from Jay Cutler, and how about this for a dime as he gets another one out there to Kevin White. Cutler just under 300 yards passing, and we have a legitimate shot at this one, but no timeouts. We've got to stay on the outside of the field, and we cannot take a sack as J.J. Watt, 2nd sack of the game. So we're going no huddle. Cutler back at it. No one's open. We got to throw it. We had somebody there, but no, he gets sacked again, and the game is over. Jadeveon Clowney with the sack. And we lose game 1 of the season, 24-20. A great effort there at the end. We looked like we were maybe coming back, but we go for 266 yards passing, only 70 yards rushing, though, which is kind of backwards to what I thought. I thought we'd rely on that running game, but it is very, very hard to run against that Texans defense. They were really, really good. But Cutler, not a bad game, 25 of 32 for 294 yards. Osweiler, 17 of 21 for 213. Actually, you know what? Cutler had a good game. A touchdown, no interceptions. Osweiler throws 2. Whedon had the 1 completion. Lamar Miller, what a game for him, 22 for 139. Langford, 18 for 46, 2.5 yards per carry. Not ideal. That's not what we're looking for. We're going to have to turn that around here. Kevin White, what a game for him, 7 for 89 and a TD. Cecil Shorts, 5 for 75. Alshon Jeffrey, 6 for 61. That two-headed monster that we are going to try and have this season, looking good so far in week 1. Jeremy Langford does add 42 yards, so he is up there close to 100 total yards for the day. Eddie Royal has 40 yards as well. Kareem Jackson, and it's Demps leading the way in the tackles, 11 and 10. Danny Trevathan with 8 for us. He also is going to add 3 tackles for loss. J.J. Watt with 3 tackles for loss as well. On Ryan is going to grab 2, and then 2 sacks from Watt, 1 from Clowney, 1 from Mincy. And then it's time to announce our first weekly MVP. This week, I'm going to give it to Kevin White. This guy had quite the NFL debut, 7 for 89 and a touchdown. Every week we hand out an MVP. If you want to give your opinion on who you feel was the weekly MVP, let me know in the comments down below, and then we kind of keep a tally and then do some team award announcements at the end of the year. So Kevin White earns it for week 1. Now the bad news, Zach Miller actually not too bad. Only out 4 weeks with the shoulder tear. I thought for sure he would be out much longer than that, so that's not too bad. But the backup tight ends are going to have to step up as we are 0-1 on the season. We move on to week number 2, and it doesn't get any easier as we're going to be hosting the 1-0 Philadelphia Eagles. So that one going to be coming at you next time. That's it for this one, though. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.